Hi there, I'm Ranjan Bhattacharya, your event host for the Baker Street Property Meet, and today I'm with Richard Shepherd. How are you doing, Richard?
I'm very well, how are you?
Not too bad. Richard is a good friend of mine I've known for over a decade. He's a bit of a regular at the Baker Street Property Meet. You have your own very successful networking meeting up in Manchester.
Yeah, that's right. We've been running the Manchester Property Networking Club for 9 or 10 years or something like that. Very successful. We have about 60 to 80 investors there. I think you spoke there earlier this year as well.
I spoke there as well. It's a very, very good event. Thoroughly recommend it. But you have built a very successful portfolio up there in Manchester. And you've come down south now to come onto our patch. So what's that all about?
Well, I came from down here in the first place, so basically. Before I started the sort of regular residential buy-to-let game, I didn't think that I had enough money to start off down here, so I moved up north where the properties are basically cheaper. So, up north you build your property portfolio, it runs well, the income's good. Down here the yield is not so good, but the capital appreciation is much better. So, we've basically come down south.
So you've used that as a launch pad to come down south. But what you're doing down south is not really what you've done up north. You're getting into commercial property and commercial to resi conversions.
Exactly. We're just taking on the opportunity. All the regulations have now changed.
Why is that an opportunity for you? Why have you decided to look at commercial buildings and convert them?
Well, I've joined the team. We formed a company down here with 3 or 4 other investors and developers. And I get a lot of opportunities coming my way from students, mentees, other investors. So we're basically looking at upwards of 20 deals a week or something, or 20 leads a week, analysing those, working out which ones we can add value to and get the highest and best
That's
use
the
out
key,
of
is it
to
for
actually
you?
take forward. I think it is right now. Yeah, I think the days of you get a property for 100 grand and you sell it the next day for 300 grand are gone.
So talk us through a deal that has interested you down here and why.
Well, yeah, we're looking at a commercial to resi conversion up in sort of the north sort of London area. It's a block. It's a running office right now.
Okay.
Somebody's looking at selling that and just moving on basically. So we're looking to get we'll get prior approval on that basically straight away. Add value to it.
Prior approval is the process of getting very quick, fast-track planning to convert to residential.
Exactly. So it comes under the permitted development laws.
Yeah.
So because of that, there are some sort of businesses, I think, in the next sort of 5-10 years that may be sort of closing down or coming out of business right now. So all we're looking to do is to turn those into residential properties, turn them into flats, whatever, maximise the use of those buildings. We're probably looking at a build value of 1.5 mil, 2 mil, something like that, and looking to either sell those properties on or add some of them onto our property portfolios.
So you're basically living the vision that we talk about a lot on the Baker Street Property Meet, which is the property investor needs to graduate out of the single buy-to-let type investment and kind of migrate towards being a developer where they're seeking bigger projects where they can add value.
Absolutely, and I also working with partners. So
yes.
Working a great deal with other partners. I mean, I think probably what I've done is just go it alone for the vast majority of our property investment career. Now that I've sort of joined the team of people, we can just specialise in different bits.
Yes. And can you share with us some of your tips for finding some of these deals?
Well, I think the deals come in a couple of different ways. Some of the deals are coming from the single properties, which we're still marketing for. So you'll find motivated sellers are looking to sell their properties that don't know how to maximise the value on those properties. Sometimes the motivated seller may have a residential property or their own home. Other times it will be a commercial property that they're actually looking to offload, which they may have gone through 2-3 other property investors at that time. But, those property investors haven't known how to get the highest and best use out of that particular property. Yes. So that's one avenue. And then the other avenue is scouring through what's on the internet. So if you're looking at, everyone looks at this sort of commercial properties on Rightmove and Zoopla, but you're looking at specialist sites like Florets and other bits and pieces. You're looking at, other sites, other newspapers to find out other opportunities. And just to contact the agents on those and see what the story is.
Yes, yes. You've got to find out what the backstory is to all of these sort of things. Now, you're a regular at the Baker Street Property Meet. What keeps you coming back? What attracts you to our little event?
Well, for me, it's right now it's the best property meet in the country. That includes my own property meet. It's just a bigger event. You know, if you're looking at 200, 300, I think you had 400 investors here once, didn't you?
In June, yes. That was a bit of a special. We'll do a special once a year, but it's typically about a couple of hundred, yes.
Yeah. So it's a lot of investors, and it's a great opportunity to network at the time. So what I do is I coincide that with a team meeting. So we come down, we have a team meeting, we meet people at the Baker Street Property Meet, and then we have a meeting of our own following. So we meet investors in the office, people looking to invest into our projects, etc., etc. And it's a great way of just meeting people and talking to people. But ultimately, this is a people business.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you want to meet people, you really want to come down to the Baker Street Property Meet to meet investors like Richard Shepherd and 200 others every month. If you want to see some more videos with property experts who come to the Baker Street Property Meet, you'll find them on this page and on our channel. If you want to come to the next meet, it's bakerstreetpropertymeet.com. Thanks very much, Richard.
Thank you very much.
And thank you all as well. Bye for now.